former cable news star, a church protest, and now a federal arrest that's igniting a firestorm over journalism, protest, and the limits of the First Amendment. Late Thursday night, Don Lemon, the longtime television anchor turned independent media figure, was taken into custody by federal agents in Los Angeles. At the time, Lemon was covering one of entertainment's biggest events, the Grammy Awards. Instead, he found himself arrested by authorities, with the FBI and Homeland Security investigations involved. The arrest stems from events nearly 2 weeks earlier inside a church in St. Paul, Minnesota. On January 18th, anti-immigration protesters stormed City's church during a religious service after learning one of the pastors allegedly worked with U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. The disruption quickly descended into chaos, shouting, confrontations, and live streams broadcasting the scene nationwide.
Fake pastor! You are a fake Christian!
Ridiculous, dude. So that's your God! That's your God!
Stand up, fight back!
When your godly ways to get arrested, what do we do? Stand up!
David Easterwood is the director for the field office of ICE in St. Paul. He also serves as a pastor right here at City's church.
Good. Renee Good. Renee Good. Renee Good. Renee Good.
How can you be a pastor
That's right.
of a church but
but
overseeing ICE agents in the field? We know that ICE agents just killed Renee Good. We know that they shot a Venezuelan nationalist. We know that they almost killed a 6-month-old baby in North Minneapolis.
that part.
As well as terrorized their whole family of 6. Had to send 3 of their children to the hospital, 2 of which had asthma, as they fired tear gas and flashbang grenades at the cars of innocent people. We know that they dragged people out of their cars, out of their homes. They dragged pregnant women. They beaten and attacked immigrants and U.S. citizens. So how dare somebody claim to be a pastor while overseeing evil? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Now you guys heard that pastor pray. Dear Lord, please chasten us to get our house in order. That was the perfect prayer for such a time as this. Because that's what we came to do. Get your house in order.
That part.
Don't pretend to be a church while harboring evil. Unacceptable. And it
This is what community looks like!
Tell me what community looks like!
This is what community looks like! This is what community looks like! This is what community looks like! This is what community... I mean, this is ridiculous.
Does God support ICE? Does Jesus support ICE?
No, and we don't either, but this is our house of the Lord. We're trying to come here and praise in His name and worship.
You should go up there and tell them, you should go up there and say, you don't support ICE.
I understand that what is happening is wrong, and I agree with that, but this can't happen. This is the house of the Lord. To do this is unjust.
David Easterwood out now! David Easterwood out now! David Easterwood out now! David Easterwood out now! David Easterwood out!
Your pastor is the ICE director. Your pastor is the ICE director. You're literally East African.
They keep
How do you
their
feel about
identity
that?
secret. That's why they're mad.
Find a better church, bro. This ain't a real
Join the
church.
black church, bro.
Jesus did not wear a tie.
The black church was part of the civil rights movement, brother. Your pastor's an ICE agent. Come join the black church, man. It's good. That's where you belong.
Justice for our immigrant neighbors! Justice for our immigrant neighbors! Justice for our immigrant neighbors! Justice
Don Lemon was there. Lemon live-streamed the protest, narrating events as they unfolded. At one point, he described the operation as a clandestine mission, telling viewers that disruption was part of what protest and journalism is about. Audio from Lemon's own stream captured him deciding to enter the church, saying he wanted to see what's happening and give the rundown. Once inside, the service was interrupted. Protesters flooded the sanctuary. Lemon identified himself repeatedly as a journalist as tensions escalated. Federal authorities now say that journalism may not be enough to shield him. A grand jury was impaneled Thursday, and while specific charges have not yet been made public, Lemon's arrest follows earlier attempts by the Justice Department to pursue civil rights charges related to interference with religious freedom. A federal magistrate previously rejected those charges, but one appellate judge later said there was probable cause to justify arrests. Lemon's attorney, Abby Lowell, is calling the arrest an unprecedented attack on the First Amendment. Lowell argues that instead of investigating the killing of 2 Minnesota protesters earlier this month, Renee Good and Alex Preddy, the Justice Department has chosen to target a journalist. That, he says, is the real indictment of wrongdoing. The Justice Department sees it differently. Civil rights officials have suggested Lemon's role went beyond observation, that he knew what was coming, entered the church ahead of protesters, and may have been embedded in what they describe as a criminal conspiracy. They've warned that places of worship are off limits and that severe consequences may follow. Lemon remains defiant. He insists he had no affiliation with protest organizers and says he was doing exactly what journalists are supposed to do: document power, conflict, and truth. He's dared the Justice Department to make an example of him, vowing not to be silenced. Now, his case heads toward a courtroom, and possibly the Senate-sized question it raises looms even larger. Where does journalism end and criminal liability begin? And in a deeply divided America, who decides the difference?